record digging is very important for me, and I know a lot of other beat makers too. It's like finding the inspiration, and sometimes you know what you're going for, and you got a good record by an artist, and you want to go find another one by them, and sometimes you have no idea what you're looking for. Sometimes I'm looking to discover new things, and in that case, I just go through and look for weird album covers or, strange instruments that I don't usually sample. The record store for me is it's kind of like a haven almost. Like I usually turn off my cell phone when I go in there, so that I can't get distracted. You can really get into it, and I guess that's kind of where my name comes from. Headspace. People always say that's a good name for me. So I definitely got into making beats from listening to hip hop. Even though a lot of my stuff now, you might not think of it as that, just because I liked it or still like it doesn't mean that that's what I'm gonna make, or that's what influences me now. But that's what started me on the whole thing. To be honest, I started listening to Wu-Tang and Snoop Dogg and stuff like that, and I wasn't even that young. I was I don't know, 15 or something. A lot of guys talk about I was 10 or something like that, but no, it took me a while. I used to listen to rock and stuff when I was a kid way more than I listened to hip hop. But it was the beats and the tempos and stuff like that really got me into it. I've gone off into more of an electronic realm, more experimental and stuff like that, whereas a lot of people say with my stuff there's not a lot of space. Not a lot of space in the beat itself for them to rap, it's standalone sort of thing. I use a lot of hardware, or mostly hardware, in my production. I use the Roland SP series. It's no secret, Some guys like to keep what they use secret, and whatever. It's all out there for everyone to use. If you want to copy someone's sound, use what they use, whatever. But I prefer hardware over software, mostly because I like to do things with my hands. Before I even started doing music, I was an artist, drawing and painting and stuff like that. So it just seemed more natural for me to work with my hands and not clicking on the mouse or whatever. I think it's really important to mix the electronic aspects with some more natural sounds, whereas not quantizing your drums and stuff like that and making it sound too mechanical, keeping the human element present, or so your music can stand apart from somebody else's. Everyone can make a beat with Reason and quantize the same drums, and no one's gonna know who made it because it sounds like Reason. It sounds like Reason made your beat, and it pretty much did, because there's all this automation and stuff like that. No one's playing it live anymore. The live show is really important for the contemporary sort of producer because not a lot of people are going to buy beats anymore, or I find a lot of producers don't sell a lot of beats. So you need to have a show of your own, and that's it's kind of like where the MC came in too, was with the performance aspect. You definitely got to have a show nowadays, which kind of sucks because a lot of people get drunk at shows and they want to dance, which is cool, and I like to do that. But sometimes that dumbs it down a little bit too much, and producers like Flying Lotus and guys like that keep it a little more intellectual while keeping the crowd hype. Or not even just intellectual, like spiritual and like, you know, like human and not so primal, animalistic, if that makes any sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's like not just about sex or like love in the club or whatever.
Dirty.
Where do I start with that? So many things. Bringing it back to the beats, I'm working on these compilations that I'm putting out through Jellyfish Recordings, which is my label / website, and we're putting out a lot of free local stuff. Basically looking to like connect people, bring people together in the scene, and just promote good music and release a lot of free stuff and basically community building is what we're after, you know. And you can check that out, jellyfishrecordings.com, and a lot of good free stuff on there. Once again, from Axehead and myself, and Axiom and Astrological, Dave Ryan being my partner in this endeavor. Just basically bringing together a lot of good musicians to have a lot of good times and be creative together and not let our egos get in the way.
Dirty.